am the Hope.
Now you're good. Go.
Hello, my name's Corrin and I am the Hope Kids preschool assistant, and I am so excited because today we're talking about sensory bottles. Now, I don't know about you, but I just love staring at that all day. So we're gonna go through and give you some tips and tricks of what we've learned in making these and when we've also kind of failed. So hopefully you won't make those same mistakes. Now, the first thing is the bottles. Now, as you can see, we have quite a few different types here. This is an actual sensory bottle that they sell at Michael's. They sell it for $1.99. And when I went there, they didn't actually have it on the shelves, but if you go and ask an employee, they can get it from the back of the stockroom. And the awesome thing about this, you can use coupons. And also if you buy it online, you can buy a case of, I believe, 9, and it's cheaper because it comes in a quantity case. This is just a regular water bottle, which is what a lot of people use. And if you're working with older kids, or if you just want something just for one day, maybe to make at a party, this would be an awesome option. And this is what we currently use right now, and this is actually a Voss water bottle. And these are awesome because, first of all, the lid is so big, and the sticker comes off. So I honestly wouldn't recommend these if you have younger kids or if you want to keep it for any more than a week, just because on a regular water bottle, the plastic is so thin and the lid is so small that if you do have a small kid and they go to gnaw on that, I would just be so scared that they would accidentally swallow the lid or get it off. And we do glue our lids on, but even then, the glue seeps out, so I don't want a little one gnawing on glue or accidentally choking on a lid. But if you have older kids, or if you're just making it for a fun birthday party, I mean, I would love to make one of these at a birthday party. This would be awesome, and it's also the cheapest option. So these, this is the Voss water bottle. I had a little trouble finding them, actually. The first time I bought them from a neighborhood Walmart, and first time ever looking for them, I found them right away. But recently, I've been having to buy them online because I haven't been able to find them in stores. And if you're not able to get them in a pack, if you have to buy them individually, they are more expensive. So I would recommend the Michael's brand, but they are a little bit bigger, if you can see. This one is actually 16 ounces of liquid, but it has the same type of lid. These lids are awesome because, first of all, the plastic is so thick that we've had kids chuck these all the time. They've never broken. And if a little one chews on the lid, they're not gonna get that off. They're not gonna choke on it. And we do glue them on, and there's no chance of the glue being anywhere near their mouth. So we love these, and that's the Voss water bottle. Then let's talk about liquids. This one right here is filled with mineral oil, and you can see how slow that is starting to move. It's really thick, but then this one right here is actually filled with baby oil, and you can see how fast that is moving. So for our younger kids, they actually prefer the baby oil one because they don't have as much of a range of motion. So even if they're only barely moving it, they get to see a lot of movement, whereas with the mineral oil, you really have to shake it to start seeing movement. So both of these are great options. We do about half and half because we love them both so much. I bought baby oil from the 99-cent store. That's where I get it from. It comes in little bottles, and it'll take about 2 to 3 of these to fill up a 16-ounce bottle though. Whereas with the mineral oil, I was able to buy one of these from Walmart. You can buy them online also, and this will fill up this bottle. This was about $1.50, so awesome options. And then something you'll see a lot if you research these is half water, half mineral oil. So this is all water right here. I dyed it green with food coloring, and then this is mineral oil, and when you shake it, it puts a lot of bubbles in it, and then the bubbles slowly disperse. So it kind of looks like it almost has like those Orby beads in it. It is awesome. And if you add glitter, the glitter sticks to the mineral oil, so it even separates. It's super pretty. We don't honestly make a lot of those. We really do prefer just one type of liquid. And when we make them, we just do the one liquid, and then we just fill them with a lot of glitter or stars. So, which is actually what we're about to start talking about now. So I'm actually gonna make one live. So I have an empty bottle, and I'm going to fill it. This one's gonna be filled with mineral oil. So when you're filling it, I recommend not filling it up all the way because I usually add quite a bit of stuff. And so I'll stop about halfway or about 3/4. And you don't want to fill it up all the way because the stuff actually ends up taking up a lot of room. I did that once where I filled it up almost all the way, and as I was adding like dinosaurs and beads to it, I accidentally overfilled it, and that's not fun because this is an oil, so it is a little bit harder to clean up, kind of like if you had spilt canola oil everywhere. It just leaves a slippery residue. So one of the things I also love, this is the Michaels bottle. It has a bigger opening, so it's easier to fit stuff in it compared to the Voss bottle. So I have these little toy dinosaurs that came in a pack that I got from the 99-cent store. And with the Voss bottle, I kind of have to shove them in there, and not all of them fit. But with this water bottle, it fits super easily. So I'm just gonna put those in there. And with these bottles, what I've learned is for the little kids, it's really awesome if you can do a variety of sizes. So for this one, right here, I have some small beads. I also have some bigger ones. But the heavier the beads are, they kind of drag everything else down and they start that chain reaction sooner, which is even better. It's just faster reaction time and the kids love it. Now for these bottles, so I just added toy plastic dinosaurs. They also have these cool little beads that are sold in the sewing section at Walmart. And what they actually are is buttons. So they're only one-sided, but they have ones, these ones are like ladybugs. They have a set that's trains and cars and airplanes, which are awesome. And then they even have different colored ponies. So we like adding just 1 or 2 of those. I think those are about $1.97, and I don't use a whole pack per bottle. One of these packs honestly makes about 3 to 4 bottles because I only add 1 or 2 ponies, 1 or 2 cars. And then it even becomes a game of I Spy where, oh, I see something purple, do you see it too? And the kids love that. And when you're filling these, you can honestly use stuff that you just find around the house, which is awesome. I found some seashells from a recent trip to the beach, so I'm gonna add those in. You can even add some just like regular beads that you have. So I have some seed beads right here that we used to make a bracelet. I'm gonna add those in. And it's just all different shapes and sizes. Get really creative with it. If you have kids that love making crafts, go through their craft drawers. You have no idea what you'll find and what you'll be able to use. And one of the things that really makes these bottles pop is when you add just a little bit of glitter. And when I say just a little bit, I mean a small amount. Glitter goes really far, and if you add too much, what will actually happen is it will stick to the side of the bottle and you won't be able to see into it. So I wanna add just enough, just to make it sparkle, which is awesome. And then I have some really, so these were bigger pieces of glitter, probably about the size of a regular bead. And here's really fine glitter. So I'm going to add just a little amount, not too much. And then I just have some other random things that I was able to pick up in the craft section. These are just glue-on jewels, super easy, super cheap to buy, and they come in all different shapes and sizes. These right here are gemstones that are actually vase fillers. I found them at the 99-cent store. I'm gonna add some of those. So really just anything that's a cool shape, size, color. If your kid loves it, that's awesome. I've seen sensory bottles that they even just use the little hair bands, and that's all it has in it, but they put a lot. It's multicolored and it just shines so pretty in the light, and kids love it. So I'm just gonna keep adding a little bit more of those. I think this is gonna be a really cool one. It has like 4 cars in it. And I'm gonna add a little bit more glitter because I really want it to shine. All right, now you can put the lid on if you want and shake it. Just to let you know though, before you glue it, you're gonna wanna wash the lid off because if not, the glue won't stick to the oil. So I'm not going to put the lid on right now. I'm just gonna look in. It looks pretty good to me. I think I'm gonna add 1 more type of bead. Like I said, you really want a lot of different sizes and colors. I love doing themed ones. So we were even able to find these little buttons in fish. So I did a whole bunch of blues and greens and I made it look like it was all underwater. So if you can do like complementing colors, maybe primary colors, which are red, yellow, and blue, or like red and blue, awesome. And so yeah, there we go. So I'm gonna finish filling this the rest of the way up. I don't wanna go too high. You do wanna leave a little bit of air left in there or else it won't shake probably. So I'm going to go right there to that line. All right, let's fill it the rest of the way up. And like I said, you wanna be careful. not to overfill it and not to spill it. If you do spill it, it's fine. It will wash up pretty easily with soap and water. But yeah, so I would probably do the pouring if I was you working with a little kid. I'd fill the bottle halfway up, let the kid put in their gemstones and jewelry, whatever they like, and then I'd fill it the rest of the way. And this is also a part I definitely recommend you do, is the gluing. So with the glue, the first ones we ever made, we used super glue, and it worked on probably about 75% of the bottles. And even then, every once in a while, a bottle would come unglued because super glue actually isn't meant to work on plastic. Some of them say they will, but there's certain exclusions of plastic that it won't work on. So when you're looking for glue, pay attention to what it says it will work on. And something that we found works awesome is actually a glue gun. So this is a high temp glue gun, and what I'm going to do is I'm just gonna glue around the edge, and this will create a seal, and it'll keep it from leaking, and it'll also make it so the little ones can't open it, which you definitely don't want that. I don't want glitter and oil everywhere, and I don't want any risk of anyone ingesting this. So I'm gonna glue it right around the edge, and you just wanna make sure you go all the way around, and you wanna really make sure you create that seal. And you wanna make sure you put the lid on while it's still hot, or else it won't stick. So here's the lid, which these lids are really cool because they also have a foam insert, which creates an extra seal to help keep it from leaking. Because these were actually made to be sensory bottles, not just water bottles. So I tightened the lid, and it's nice and tight. Just gonna clean up any glue. All right, and now I'm gonna shake it. You guys ready? So there it goes, and we have dinosaurs and beads and the glitter in there. When the sun hits it, it just is so pretty. So yeah, and then if you want to research your own things you can put in these, when you Google it, you'll find them under sensory bottles, calm down bottles, I Spy bottles. People use these for a lot of things. We here at the preschool, when a little one is just having a hard time in the classroom or is having a hard time calming down, we'll take them out and we'll just play a game of I Spy with the bottle. And even in our walker room, we'll use these. We'll roll them around the floor and we'll point out different colors we see and just have fun because they're pretty cool and it's a different variety. And one thing I've seen that people do is they use it for classroom. So in school, or if you're homeschooling your kids, you can get magnetic letters or numbers and put those inside, and then you and your kids can count out which numbers you see or play hide and seek with find the letter. Maybe they could even spell out their name. So you can get really creative, and like I said, just honestly look through your house and see what you have that you could put in. Just a little tip, we have had one bottle that did color slightly. I put some yellow gems in it, and I guess they kind of turned the mineral oil a little yellow. Honestly, it's really pretty, so just check if you're fine with that. But honestly, we've made 20 plus bottles, and we've only had one that miscolored. And even then, it was pretty, it stayed sealed, it stayed safe to give to the kids. So we're super excited. But yeah, so that's how you make a sensory bottle. I'm so thankful you guys joined us today. And I just wanted to let you know that if you comment and share on this video, we're going to be putting together a sensory bottle gift basket with all the supplies to make your own, even the glue gun. And we're gonna be picking 2 families this Monday, and we're gonna drop the basket off at your house. And even if you're okay with it, we'll come in with masks and we'll help your kids make it, just so you don't have to worry about getting glitter anywhere. But if you're not, we'll leave it at the door and we'll stand at a safe distance and say bye. So thank you so much for joining me today. We would love to find out what you make, so share the journey with us. Post photos and make sure you tag and comment us, because I don't know about you, but I love sensory bottles and I want to see what you find, or even if you come up with any tips and tricks. So please share them with us. Bye, friends.